How you doing? I'm Alec Puro, the founder of Viralnoise. Thank you so much for your interest in our platform. We wanted to take a quick second to give you an overview on the easiest ways to search and get around. If you haven't started an account yet, you can either start a free account where you get 7 music tracks and 10 sound effects instantly for use in all your content forever, whether you sign up for a paid account or not. All you need to do is scroll to the footer, click on sign up. You can start your free account here, or you can head over to the pricing page and start a free 14-day trial where you have full access to everything Viralnoise has to offer, unlimited downloads, and you can cancel anytime within your 14-day window if you're not satisfied. I'm going to kick it over to Eric, and he's going to give you a quick overview of the site.
Hey, this is Eric from Viralnoise, and today I'm going to walk you through some of the best ways to find music and sound effects on our site. Viralnoise has tens of thousands of sound effects and music tracks, and we're adding to that every single week. In order to make it easy to find things, music and sound effects are separated onto 2 different parts of our site. If you want to look for sound effects, simply click the sound effects button at the top of the page on the right. If you want to look for music, simply click on the music button. The searches are not linked in any way, shape, or form. So if I go to sound effects and I type in the word pop, I'll get sound effects of popping balloons, popcorn, etc. If I put that same search into the music side, you'll see I get a variety of pop music tracks. Now let's talk about one of the best ways to find music quickly, and that's in the playlist area. Just click the playlist button in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, and you'll be taken to a page full of collections that are geared towards specific type of content and moods. For example, maybe you're making some cooking videos. If you click on the Music for Cooking collection, you'll find a bunch of playlists that are geared towards cooking content. If we go back and look at the travel music collection, you'll find a bunch of playlists that are geared specifically towards travel content. These are just great ways to get started quickly and find music that's applicable to your kind of content without having to spend a bunch of time searching. Let's say you're looking for a specific genre of music. Just click on the Genres tab at the top of the page and find the genre that you're looking for. Let's say I'm looking for classical music. Just click here and you'll find the best of classical music that Viralnoise has to offer. Same for any other genre on this page, like hip-hop, lo-fi, meditation, or even patriotic music for holidays. Another way to search for music is by using keywords. If we go back to the music search and I start typing in something like rock, you'll see that we're going to get over 1,200 results. If I wanted to narrow this down a little bit, I could put more terms into the search bar, like happy. Once I do that, the system will now be looking for rock music that is happy. If I want to get rid of a search term, I can just click the X next to that term, and we'll go back to just searching for rock. You can also start a brand new search by clicking this X over here. Another handy feature is the suggested search terms. Let's say I look for hip-hop music. That's pretty broad, and we have over 1,300 results for that. Maybe I'm more specifically looking for trap, and it happens to be in the suggested terms down here. I can click trap, and it'll add it to the search bar. Now, let's say I really like this track called Big Skill Gap that's at the top here, but I want to hear more stuff that's exactly like it. I can just click these 2 circles right here called Search Similar, and 5 new results will pop up. All of these tracks should be close in genre and overall feel and energy to the first track. But let's say I want to dig deeper and I want to hear even more. You can click this View More button and be taken to a page with more results that are similar to the first track. You can keep doing this by clicking the 2 circles until you find exactly what you want. Let's talk about one of the most powerful features of our site, the Similar search feature in the search bar. If you just click Similar in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, you'll see that it says you can paste Spotify and YouTube links into the search bar or upload your own reference MP3. So now I'm going to paste a YouTube link to one of my favorite songs in the search bar and hit Search Track. Once you do that, you'll be taken to a page with tracks that have a similar energy, feel, and genre to your reference track. This can be useful if you're looking for something with a specific energy, or maybe you have a favorite song that you really like but can't use in your YouTube video. All tracks in the search engine have additional information if you click the I in the little circle. This also exposes keywords that are related to that specific track. As I'm searching, if I wanted to find more music that has synth or female vocals, for example, I could just click on that keyword and it'll add it to the search bar. So now we're searching for female vocal music. You can do the same with genre, mood, instrumentation, and tempo. Once you find a track you like, simply click this button here to download. You'll have choices of WAV, MP3, and AIFs. You can also download all the alternate mixes of any given track. Now's a good time to talk about what alternate mixes and stems are. Every track on our music search engine has stems and submixes. That means if I click on this number right here next to this song called Effortless Confidence, I'll see that there's a version of it without vocals, and there's an underscore version that doesn't have any melodies or vocals, and there's an even more minimal mix called drums and bass, which is literally just drums and bass. This can be really handy if you like a particular piece of music, but you need it to stay out of the way of the dialogue in your content. There are also more creative mixes that some people like to use, like vocals on their own or a no drum mix, for example. All of these submixes and stems give you the flexibility to edit the music exactly the way you want in your content. Another great way to search is by looking at albums. Let's say I really like this song called Out Here Looking. If I click on Pop Vocals, which is the album that song is on, it'll take me to a dedicated album page. Now I can see other tracks from that album, which generally will be stylistically similar. If you go to the bottom of any album page, you'll see related albums. These are all albums that are in the same genre as Pop Vocals 1. Again, you can also click on any of these keyword bubbles to find exactly what you're looking for. In this case, I want to go back to searching for pop, so I click the word pop, and now I'm doing another pop music search. Once you search to find music that you like, you'll probably want to keep track of it. You can use these heart buttons here to like tracks. Like as many tracks as you want, and when you're ready to review them, click on Playlists, My Music, and My Likes. The My Like section keeps track of anything that you've clicked the heart button on. Next up, let's talk organization. The best way to keep yourself organized on Viralnoise is to make playlists. So let's say I'm working on a new video that needs some vocal pop tracks like these. If I click the plus sign, I'm taken to a playlist dialog window. I can search for existing playlists, or I can create new ones. Let's say I want to make a new one. Pop Music 2025. You can click Create Playlist. And now I'll have a new playlist to add tracks to, called Pop Music 2025. As I'm searching, if I find more tracks that I want to add to that playlist, just hit the plus sign again and click the playlist you want to add it to. If you find that you're starting to have a lot of playlists in this window and it's becoming difficult to navigate, just hit the little flame icon and that'll add it to the Hot Playlist section, which you can keep as a short list of your favorite playlists that you're working on currently. All of this is also accessible from your user dashboard. Just click on your login name at the upper right-hand corner of the screen, click on My Music, and you'll be taken to a page that has all of your playlists right next to your like tracks. If you want to share any of these playlists with people you're collaborating with, you can just click these three dots right here and click Share. This will generate a link that you can send to anybody who can preview the music in the playlist. Next up, let's talk about whitelisting. If you're not familiar with whitelisting, this is the process where you give us your social channels so we can make sure that you don't get any copyright strikes, claims, or takedown notices. Just go to your profile in the upper right-hand corner of the screen and go to the bottom of the page. You'll see a section called Your Whitelisted Channel. Next, you'll click the Add Channels button. Here you can see that you can enter your URLs for your YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, etc. channels. So let's say I have a YouTube channel. I'm just going to put the URL of my channel up here, click Add Channels, and it'll be added to the whitelisted channels. If you ever need to delete one, just click the X next to that channel. You can always add more channels by clicking the button here. Different subscription tiers have different rules for how many channels you're allowed to whitelist. Whitelisting gives you peace of mind that you'll never have copyright strikes against your channel. So that's Viralnoise. Professional music with a proven track record, AI-powered discovery tools, expert-level curation, and licensing that actually works for all creators. Sign up for free to start browsing and building playlists, or try our 14-day trial to unlock full downloads. Head to viralnoise.com to get started.